Hello and welcome to another Views from the Veranda. Well, I thought today I'd talk to you a little bit about selling a property. And a lot of people think probably it's very easy, but there is actually a process involved. Three-step process. There's the preparation stage, there's the launch stage, and there's the sell stage. So when you talk about preparation, it's important to start off with timing and pricing. But more importantly, take a step back from that and you've got your property goals, you've got what is your decision to sell, when are you looking to sell, what is going to be your method for sale, what are you looking to sort of move into, how to improve the value of the property by doing work on it, and things which we call invisible value. That's stuff that buyers may not be realised, but we need to extract it from an owner and be able to communicate it to a buyer. Then part of preparation, you've got presentation. You need to protect the asset. So presentation is very important. You've got this whole scenario between live mode and sell mode. The way you live is not the way that you should be presenting it to sell. So that comes into styling and staging, improvements and repairs, and again, understanding what is the best approach, is it auction or private treaty. Then part of preparation, you've got production and promotion. That's where the agent steps in. You do photos, floor plans, videos, an explanation video, purchasers engagement brochure, which is the brochure that you give to buyers when they come into the place, digital inspections, you do detailed property cleaning, and you actually have a 70% of the checklist is actually done by that stage. So that's stage one. The second stage is launch. You get it on the market. We would start with normally like a VIP inspection, so it's not off-market, it's pre-market. You have targeted social plan going out to the social platforms, things such as, of course you're going onto the portals, which is realestate.com domain, and some of the others which go international. You run a street campaign, that could be door knocking, that could be letterboxing to advise neighbours in the area that the property's going on the market. You talk to buyers agents, and also you talk to other agents that are selling to let them know that it's coming on the market, especially if they're sort of selling a property where someone might be transitioning into the property that you're looking to sell. You then have engagement as part of the launch. You run your inspections. You actually start discussing price with buyers to make sure you've got the right scenario. And you're here there to attract, to engage and get commitment from a buyer. The third stage is the sell stage. That's when you start obviously communicating back to the owner in terms of actually having meetings and advising them what buyer feedback has been. You have a decision meetings when you do start to have an offer, and that's important to have that communication with the agent as well. You do progress reports in terms of advising people at what stage different buyers are and what stage the offers are. And you're also providing good recent reports. As an agent, we're giving you an idea of what has been selling in the area and why it's selling and why your client's property hasn't sold yet. Then the offers start coming in, or you're running it through to auction and you're actually bidding on the day. In that case, it's offer negotiations, being very clear and transparent on both sides, so they're aware of what's being communicated up front. And then that actually often involves a system where we take all our offers in writing and they're communicated to the owners without any sort of embellishment, so they're aware of what the offer is being made, what the terms are. And then once the sale is made, it's holding it all together. That's part of what an agent does. I mean, sometimes buyers have remorse and you need to be able to work them through that situation. That is not uncommon. You go through the compliance and the checklists with the banks, such as valuations. Obviously, pest and building reports have probably been done beforehand, but it's holding their hand, the buyer, through that whole activity. Then you've got preparing for the settlement. That could be a checklist for not only the seller might be looking to move out, but also the buyer that's looking to move in. On the settlement date, hooray, you've sold. We put a bow on the door to make them feel like they've actually got the best present of their life. And then you organise the payment of funds back to the owner in terms of the balance of the deposit that you're holding. So as you can see, there's a lot involved. So if you'd like to know more about how to get your property sold with the best process, contact us, message us. We're here to give you the best advice that I can provide. And until next time, take care and look after each other. Thank you.